Good morning, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I cannot believe that today is Valentine's Day 2019 already. It's unbelievable how fast time is flying. Well, I'm sitting here in the kitchen. I kind of got, a sloppy shirt on and pajamas because I can't really do much more than kind of hang. But I did get outside yesterday. Woo! I got outside for a little while yesterday for about an hour and a half. That's all I could take. My back was just killing me. I'm just not used to being out and moving around and doing things, and every move I make is just difficult. So for right now, after speaking with the doctor's office yesterday, I'm still kind of in a holding pattern. I see the surgeon again on March 12th. Stitches are all still there inside and out. They're healing. It's just going to take some time. They are still investigating what's going on with the stones. But for right now, we're just continuing to make sure that the right side of the kidney is going to come back before they proceed to the left side. So that's kind of it for now. I was just noticing, because I'm under some fluorescent lights, you're probably seeing all these marks and stuff. They look like track marks. Trust me, they're not. They are basically still holes left in me from the IVs from the hospital. My veins are horrible, and usually I end up having to get a PICC line put in, but they try to get an IV wherever they can just to save me from going through the hassle of having a PICC put in, because those are very painful, and they're just a pain in the ass. Okay, so with that said, so I got out for a little while, and you guys all know where I went. Come on, you must know where I went, and I was so excited. I pulled into the parking lot, and I was like, oh my God, it was like going to Great America or something, because I hadn't been in such a long time. So I did pick up a few things. Some of them are Valentine's Day related. Some of them are just like for fun. And I'm going to put a video together later. It's just, I have no idea what's out there, what you've all seen. I might be showing you stuff you've already seen before. And if I end up doing that, I apologize in advance. But until I get caught up and know what's out there, I can't really do much more than that. So I'm sitting here in the kitchen. Miss Kalua's behind me. I'm actually drinking a cup of coffee. Actually, this cup came from Miss Linda, who happens to be in Flushing, New York. One of my favorite gals, love her to pieces, sent me that at Christmas time, and I'm drinking some coffee. And what I did was yesterday, I was looking at some Valentine's Day stuff, and of course, strawberries, chocolate-covered strawberries are one of my favorites, and I don't eat them very often, but when I have an opportunity to, I do. So I was looking, and out here in my area in the Hudson Valley, New York area, the most inexpensive price for chocolate-covered strawberries that I saw on sale was $10.99 a pound. Oy vey. I mean, hey, if you got the money to do it, by all means do it. A pound of strawberries, chocolate-covered strawberries, which usually your strawberries, when you're getting chocolate-covered strawberries, your strawberries are probably about this size. So they're a good-sized strawberry. And then once you put your chocolate on there, let me tell you, they add up quick for weight. You're going to get about 4 strawberries for 11 bucks. That's crazy. I got 2 pints of strawberries. I bought some chocolate almond bark. You can get any kind. This just happens to be Baker's Corner, and this is actually an Aldi's brand. It's make your own almond bark. This is vanilla flavored. And then I also purchased the one in the chocolate. And they're just little squares that pop out of these plastic containers. And then what I do is I put about 5 or 6 of those into just a regular bowl. I already put some of those into a bowl, and I've already melted the chocolate. The chocolate is nice and melted here. And this is just something that I do for me. I'll give a few to the neighbors. I don't go really crazy with it, but I feel that sometimes people will go, oh my gosh, I can't do this. That's too hard. They're so simple. They really are simple. So I'm just going to dip a few strawberries and show you how I do it. I usually tend to do a bunch in chocolate, a bunch in vanilla, and then I end up drizzling. So what I'll do is I'll end up dipping some chocolate, some in the chocolate, and then I use these little bags, And what I'll do is I'll melt some of the vanilla squares, pour it into the bag, cut a little piece of the corner off, use it to drizzle, whether I drizzle it in the white chocolate or whether I drizzle it in the dark chocolate. You can use your nonpareils, your little sprinkles. You can do chocolate chips. I tend to think that when you pile on a bunch of stuff, it takes away the effect of the chocolate-covered strawberry. My opinion and my opinion only. So I'm just going to dip a few here while we talk. So I'm just going to aim the camera down just a little bit. So you might not see my face, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And I'm just going to do a few and we'll chat while I'm doing that. So I'm just going to angle the camera down some. You got to see my hand. So basically what I've done is I took my strawberries last night. I washed them, rinsed them off well, and then I put them on a cookie tray with some paper towel because you want to make sure your strawberries are dry. If you try to dip a wet or damp strawberry in the chocolate is going to start to harden right away, and then you're going to lose it. So you want to make sure your strawberries are dry. Obviously, it doesn't matter what size your strawberries are. You can dip small ones or big ones. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I've heated up the chocolate, and what I did was I put 6 of these blocks of chocolate in a bowl in my microwave for about 2 minutes. Everybody's microwaves are different, so you want to be careful. And then what I do here is I'm going to take a strawberry, and then I just take and I kind of fluff up, because you want to keep your green there, because that's the whole point of being able to hold to put your strawberry in, but it's also for color and effect, in my opinion. I'm not a professional here. This is just something that I do for fun. Then what I do is I take my strawberry, I put it down, roll it around. You don't want to get your leaves wet. Then I take a cookie tray that I've lined with parchment paper. I let a little bit of it drizzle off, and then I immediately take it and place it onto my cookie sheet. And then that is where it will sit to dry. Some people will take their strawberries, and after they've dipped them, what they'll do is they want to get them cold really fast. So what they'll do is they'll end up putting them in the freezer, or they'll put them in the refrigerator. I find, in my personal opinion, when you do that, what happens is because any type of fruit you let sit out, like if I was to cut up these strawberries, what are they going to do? Their juices are going to flow. So what happens is when you have a chocolate-covered strawberry, after about 6 to 10 hours, you'll notice that the juices will run out of the bottom of the chocolate, and that's because it's just the flavor oozing out of the fruit. So when you're making chocolate-covered strawberries, in my opinion, you really want to make them either right before you plan on taking them somewhere or giving them away within, you know, a few hours. I wouldn't make something like this and then, you know, give them to somebody a week from now or 3 days from now, because then, by then, forget it. They're not going to taste as good. So basically, here's what I've done so far. This very first strawberry, you can already tell it's starting to set. And once they've all set, this will sit on my counter for probably maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm going to do all of these, and then what I'm going to end up doing is, well, you could actually do them if you didn't want to do drizzles. Like, let's put some nonpareils on this one. You always want to make sure, obviously, you want to put any kind of decoration on before the chocolate dries, or forget about it. So what I did was that very one I just did, the very last one, because these are already too dry. The sprinkles would run right off. Here I've added just a few sprinkles, enough to say, Happy Valentine's Day. So I'm going to continue to go on here. If you guys want, I'll put a couple pictures at the end after I finish them, after I've done the drizzle. But I just thought this would be kind of cool to share with all of you. I know you're probably sitting there going, Beth, it's chocolate-covered strawberries. How hard could this possibly be? I guess for me, it's another way of just me sharing something that I do on Valentine's Day with all of you, and also giving me a chance to say, you've all been so wonderful, and I appreciate all your patience through this insane time of my life right now. And I truly wish every one of you, all of my YouTube family, a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope to be back in a little while with a Dollar Tree haul. God bless everyone. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.